doing something a little bit different today. Hey, you want to come along? Let's go. Maybe we'll catch some fish. Normally you'll see me out on my canoe or my kayak, out fishing or running rivers. Well, today I had the opportunity to take out this John boat, Patoka Lake. I'm gonna head east and go up to Patoka River, where it flows in and makes the Patoka Lake. Beautiful area of the country, southern Indiana. Patoka Lake, Wickliffe, Indiana. It's going to take me a little while to get used to this boat. It's been a while since I've operated one. It's the marina in the background. We're going to head out to sea. We're going to see what we can find. Hey, thanks for coming along. Let's go adventure. I'd like to give a big shout out to Lindsay Schaefer and her sister Lauren. They have absolutely have the best business going, and you can check it out. Instagram. I got this nice shirt from her the other day. Boy, I tell you what, stylish. Actually ordered a couple different shirts and they are just beautiful. They are running a top-notch business. Lindsay is in a big battle right now, but she's doing very well. We all face challenges throughout our life, and she's facing one of the biggest ones that any one of us will ever come against. If you could, support Lindsay, support her sister, support their store, Schaefer Apparel. They're out of Atlanta, Georgia. All kind of merchandise for sale. Top-notch business for sure. Give Lindsay some encouragement to fight this battle. She's doing well. She is the ultimate warrior when it comes to this, and I am so proud of her. She's tough, and she's gonna fight this, and she's gonna beat this, and she's gonna outfit the world with beautiful clothing like this right here. I love this shirt. This is so awesome. Check her out, Lindsay Schaefer, at Lindsay Schaefer, Instagram. Oh yeah, Lindsay, if you see Mariah, tell her hey. Her future daddy-in-law says hey. All right, Lindsay, I appreciate you. You keep battling on. We'll talk to you later. Oh hey, even got an eagle up here. Telling you good luck. You can do it. All right, let's see if we can catch some fish. French Lick's not far from here. Right down the highway, that's where Larry Bird, the professional basketball player, grew up. Great, great player. It's gonna be pretty warm. I'm gonna be sure and find some shade along the bank. My plan is I'm gonna go east where the Patoka River actually flows in and actually feeds Patoka Lake. And the Patoka River will actually exit on the west side at the dam, and then it flows down through Jasper, Indiana, and beyond. So anyways, it's going to be a warm day. Had the opportunity to take this nice John boat out, and I thought I would do it. I'm going to try to do some fishing today, and I'm glad you came along. Onward! If you ever come to Patoka Lake, you got to really watch it, especially when you get on the other side of the bridge and you head east. It gets real shallow up here. But if you got a larger bass boat, you got to be careful. I've actually been out here canoeing and kayaking before and seen guys run their boats up on ground. But it's beautiful. Been seeing eagles and ospreys and all kind of birds out here so far. I already made a wrong turn. Got out here. Patoka Lake is so big. It has so many fingers that just go everywhere. And I've already passed Patoka River where it comes in, and I thought I'd just keep heading east. Keep heading right into the sun. I thought it fed into the lake directly east, but it doesn't. As my trusty little map shows, basically I started right here, went underneath the bridge, and then I come booking down. So I'm right here right now. I thought this was the Patoka River coming in, but it's not. I got to go back, and I got to head up this right here, and then there's your Patoka River coming in right there. Here it is about mid-September now, and everything's going to be calming down, and the traffic's going to be near as much as it used to here. But from this time on, this water will gradually get clearer and clearer. It's amazing to see it because the river is flowing into it, and it's flowing back out the other side. It just has a cleansing process, and it'll clear up to the point of where you could almost scuba dive in it. It gets that clear in late fall and throughout the winter. Okay, I'm going to go find the Patoka River. Starting to go up the Patoka River now. Still probably part of Patoka Lake, but it's starting to get narrow, and there's a lot of dead trees sticking up, a lot of stumps. You could really crash a boat out here. This is pretty back here. My friend Ron from Jasper, he's out here all the time. This is his second home. And he camps on these shores and he kayaks up and down here. And I can see why he likes hanging out in this part of it. Be very little boat traffic, for sure. I think this is something important especially if you're driving a boat that you haven't really drove before and kind of not used to. And this is a cutoff switch, and this goes to the engine, the cutoff of the engine right there. And what I've done is I've attached it to my belt loop right here. In the horrible situation I was to hit a stump or something was to happen and I got flipped out of here, it would cut the engine off so the boat wouldn't start circling around and come back and will chop me up into little fish bait pieces. Come with me on this journey where we'll travel across this land, and together we'll discover, and we'll always find our way back home. Okay, might have hit a little snag here. Let's see what the date's say. Okay, starting to get warm out here. Probably getting close to the upper 80s already, I would say, mid-morning. Warm, had to put the long sleeves on, cover up. I'm big about covering up in the sun. Let's continue on down the river and let's see where it goes. See how far up we can go. Okay, here's where the Patoka River gets really small. Beyond this bridge right here. Tell you what, it's a long ways back here. It's a little bit longer than I remember it being. It's a long ways from the marina. And I'm gonna snake past this bridge a little bit and see how much further I can go. See, in a canoe and a kayak, it's not a problem. You just keep on going. But not in a boat. Not when you got a prop sticking down like that. About the only shade that I can find. I'm kind of surprised. Normally you find a little bit more shade than this. It looks like I've got shade for a few hours right here. So I think it's a good place to take a little lunch break, do a little fishing, and decide where to go from here. We've had a lot of rain and the water is pretty high for being this time of year. And this section I'm in now, I'm pretty far up the river. It's starting to get pretty cloudy too. So that tells me all the rains we've had have washed a lot of mud and stuff into the water. Time to eat some lunch. Sure is quiet out here. Wow, quiet. Except for the wind and the ripples on the boat. A few bird calls now and then. It's quiet, so quiet. I don't think a lot of people come this far up the river. I think most of your boaters and stuff stay on the other side of that very first bridge by the marina. They stay out on the big lake. Okay, I'm beginning to think that the fishing isn't going to be really good today. I've never been able to fish muddy water for some reason. And I know guys and gals catch big fish in muddy water, but I don't know. It just seems to me like when it's muddy like this, it just doesn't do very well at all. But I'm going to cast a few lines in. I've been trying a few with some little grub nuggets on it and no bites at all. So I'm going to give it a shot. Eventually I'm going to start heading back upriver toward Patoka Lake. Yeah, that's the thing about fishing. You don't know. You go and you just don't know if it's going to be a good day or if it's going to be a bad day. I'm heading back out of the Patoka River, but if you notice, I'm only idling. There are stumps everywhere. It's like a minefield. Because the water's high, normally if the water was lower, I could see where the trees were and where the channel of the actual river would be, and I would just be following that channel. But I believe because of all the rain that we've had, it's almost impossible to see where the channel is and where the tree line is. So the only way I can go through here is just to idle as slow as I possibly can and just keep a good lookout. So far, so good. I made it here a lot quicker. Once I started realizing how many stumps, I'm really lucky that I didn't hit one going fast. And when I say fast, I never did really go real fast, but fast enough where I wouldn't have wanted to done it. So it's taken a long time to get back out to the main lake. It's the only thing I can do. Just like on any journey, you get into it, you expect it to go one way, and bam, before you know it, something has totally taken you by surprise, and you got to deal with it. Especially when you're out on a solo trip, there's nothing else you can do except deal with it and try to get back out. For instance, in this case, I'm going to try to get back out on the main lake, and then I'll be okay. I also didn't expect to be this exposed in the sun. My plan was to go along and find shady spots and pull over and fish. But now because I'm doing all this idling, I'm just almost stuck out here in the middle. It's probably 94 degrees today, so I've taken some survival modes here, covering up with the towel that I brought. Yeah, because that sun will burn you up. The thought came to my head that, hey, I appreciate you coming to the channel. Appreciate you stopping by. That's LAF Space Film Fest. That's capital LAF Space Film Fest. Smash down that subscribe button, please. That helps me put out more and more videos, informative videos, like be careful where you boat, especially if the water's high and there's a lot of trees in the area. It's going to take you a long time to get back out. I've learned a lesson here. Holy smoke, I can only imagine if it was at night. I don't know how you get out of here. Because I got a whole forest coming up here. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off right now. See if I can't get through this next section here. And you can see how many trees are sticking up there. I think you can see how many trees are sticking up. That is just amazing. Ooh. Come on, dog. Get me through it. Navigate on through the landmine. You can do it. I'm taking the long boat home, baby. I'm taking a long boat ride home for sure. I hope I get back to the marina by sunset. I'm taking a long road home, baby Lou. I'm taking a long boat ride home, baby Lou. Hey, you gotta do something out here. What the heck? What the heck? Yeah. All I need is a thunderstorm. Yeah, there we go. That's what I need. That's what I need. Just a little bit of icing on the cake. Oh, slow down there. Slow down there. All right, I gotta put the camera on. I gotta concentrate. Still trying to get through this forest. You know what I find a little bit odd is most of the time I thought in situations like this the DNR has the channel marked. So I saw that buoy just go by right there, and most of the time they'll have one or two buoys, a few more out in front, and all you do is just go from buoys to buoys to buoys and you stay in the channel. But for some reason they just don't have this marked. I guess it may be out of their jurisdiction or something. I'm not sure. But I mean, that'd be a lot easier. If I had buoys, if there was a buoy in front of me and I knew to go directly toward that buoy, I wouldn't have a problem. I don't have any buoys like that at all. Not back here. I see one back here and it's not even marked. I'm not sure what it even means. Onward we shall go. I always wonder, is it a bad sign when buzzards are circling above you? I don't know. Oh, I'm like a beaten down dog in the summertime. Laying with a chain around my neck in the bright sunshine. I've got a jingle to it, jingle, jingle. Most of the time I fish, I'm in my canoe or my kayak, and I'm not used to all the sound that a john boat makes of the water splashing underneath it. You'd think that'd scare the fish. Man, that's hard idling down through that river. It's like you're intense the entire time. You're thinking you're gonna hit something. Where's you out? I thought I'd take a little break, try to fish. I just got a little bobber on there and got a little weight. And then I put some little nuggets on there. sparkle nibbles. I think my new reel here, this Shakespeare, I think it needs to have the line redone on it. All right. See what we got here? Oh, yeah. Nice little bluegill. Hello, Mr. Gill. How are you, buddy? Look at that. He swallowed that whole thing. Mr. Bluegill. All right, buddy. Thank you very much. Nothing like not getting skunked. Finally found some shade. That's so important on a day like today, is to find some kind of a shade. The fish like the shade, and I like the shade. All right. Come here, Daddy-o. Oh! Look like a little bass. Oh, well. All right. Check my half one here. Oh! He spit it out again. What I'm doing is I'm catching them. And then once I catch them, I'm going over and trying to turn the camera on, and they're slipping right off there. Almost every time. Let me see if I can do it again. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Actually got one bluegill in the boat, and one bluegill got off, and two bass got off. What I'll do is I'll set my camera up, but I don't leave it running. I don't catch fish all the time, as you notice. So I'll set my camera up, and once I catch the fish, then I'll reach over, turn my camera on, and then go ahead and bring the fish in the boat. Both times I think when I did that, I'm not keeping the pressure on the fish, reeling it in, and they tend to slip off. It's the way it is. It's not the LAF fishing show yet. I'm back creeping out of here, going through the stump mines again. Here's what I'm talking about with the buoys. These two buoys coming up right here. So you pretty well know if you go in between them that you are in the channel. Up on the Patoka River you go, they just stop marking it. I guess the channel gets so small. Anyways, I'm feeling pretty good about getting back now. That's what you gotta watch. You got people cut in front of you and go all over the place. You just don't know who's driving those boats. Alright, appreciate you coming to the channel. Back to rocking and rolling. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, dog. Oh yeah! Have a good day. Okay, for everybody that was sitting on pins and needles, wondering if Mr. Lawrence was going to get out of that alive, hey, I did, and I'm back on shore. I literally took off this morning thinking, okay, I've got this 18-foot John boat, I've got this nice Honda motor on it. What could go wrong? Sit in it, drive around a little bit, fish, be a real easy day. So funny about adventures like that, because you never really know how it's going to turn out. And that was tough. I guess getting back there wasn't bad, but I just got lucky. I had no idea how many landmines, how many tree mines were everywhere back there. So once I got back here and I started noticing them, it was like, holy cow, they are everywhere. So as you saw on the video, I basically had to idle, I don't know how many miles, but that's a long ways back there, beyond that very last boat ramp, and then even beyond it. And I appreciate you coming to the channel. Hey, LAF Space Film Fest, capital LAF Space Film Fest. You